Hello, good afternoon. So we started learning about the cell. We covered, so these are the learning modules for this, learning outcomes for this module. We learn about biology, the modern cell theory, we cover that, and then the manifestations of life. We identified, we enumerated what are the manifestations of life, which are metabolism, organisms grow and develop, homeostasis, respond to stimuli, reproduction, and adaptation. And then we also did the covered or discussed the two types of reproduction, sexual and asexual. And there we actually reach um did we reach that one? Wait, hold on. And then we did the organelles, cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus. Mm-hmm. Yes. So for today, we are jumping with another lessons, and that is about the levels of organization. So let's begin with the non-living levels of organization. The most basic unit is the atom. So the building block of matter, that's atom. So when atoms combine, they form molecules, which can be either inorganic, like water, acids, bases, and salts, or organic, like carbohydrates, protein, lipids, and nucleic acids. From there, molecules organize into organelles, such as the nucleus and endoplasmic reticulum, which carry out specific functions inside the cell. So these non-living components form the foundation of life. Now we move to the living levels of organization. At the base is the cell, the fundamental unit of life that makes up all organisms. Similar cells working together form a tissue, and multiple tissues combine to create an organ, like the heart or the stomach. Organs then interact with organ system such as the respiratory or circulatory system. So together they form an organism. When we group organisms of the same species, we get the population. Different populations interacting create a community. And when we include their physical environment, we get an ecosystem. So beyond that, the ecosystems form a landscape. Landscapes make an ecoregions. And finally, everything connects into the biosphere, the global sum of all life and its environment. So what are the processes taking place in the cell? We have, of course, the cell transport. So cells constantly move substances inside or in and out, and this happens through cell transport. So there are two main types. First is the passive transport in this illustration that I'm pointing right now, and then the active transport that requires energy. So passive requires no energy, active requires energy. So passive transport such as diffusion and osmosis requires no energy, as I mentioned a while ago. So the molecules move naturally from areas of high concentration to low concentration. In contrast, active transport needs energy, usually in the form of ATP, to move substances against their concentration gradient, so from low to high. So together, these processes maintain the balance of materials the cell needs to survive. So for the active transport, often use protein channel like pump. Okay, that's all for that. And thank you very much.